Alright, we're here today to go over the Pola's aluminum GoPro housing, and this is meant for the Hero 3 Plus or the Hero 4. I have it here with the Hero 4 Silver. The housing is pretty amazing. So it comes with the housing, the back, there is no glass through here, it's just see-through, good for the touch screen in the back. The 37mm UV filter, which just screws off like yay. This is threaded, so you can put any 37mm size filter or lens cover on here, so just kind of screws into place. It's a nice fit. It comes with the lens cap. The lens cap, just standard lens cap, clicks in, but it does make a nice solid lock and doesn't rattle around. It's not coming off. Good fit. Now, the way that this thing kind of works and keeps your GoPro in is there's a set screw on the side right here, and that pushes this little plastic thing over. Now, if you look really closely, you can kind of see where the screw wants to sort of protrude through it. The whole thing kind of moves over, but there's going to be a little bit of a hard spot where the tip of that set screw comes through. So we'll move into that in a second, but you want to be careful not to over tighten the set screw. And the reason that's there is when you drop the GoPro inside of the housing like yay, I'll move this out of the way, it rattles. You can't really hear it, but yeah, it's rattling around inside there just a little bit. So you're going to twist this until it makes contact, and then just like a quarter of a turn more. That's it. You do not want to overturn the set screw because you could cause damage to the side of your GoPro housing. But now it's in there nice and tight, and then there's a little ball lock right here, and that's what actually holds the rear cover on. So you just want to kind of go at an angle and then press it down, and that's going to go past it, and then you just can lock it into place, and then that's locked on there tightly. There's zero rattling. It's a perfect fit. They did a great job with the CNC machining on this aluminum housing right here, and it looks like it was all just done from one block of aluminum. So pretty cool. On the bottom, you've got your standard GoPro mount. Two screws right here. It comes with the screws. If you unscrew this, underneath that you'll actually have a 3/8 inch tripod mount, and you actually have those sort of tripod mounts on the top. There's two of them. You've got another one on the side, and then the one on the bottom underneath this. Now you can take this mount right here and actually put it on the top, so you can actually have this be mounted upside down if you would like. Now here is the hot shoe mount, or cold shoe mount I should say rather, and the cold shoe mount, you can mount it on either place right here. You can mount it on the side, and if you're not using this port right, or this GoPro mount on the bottom, you can mount the cold shoe there and then put this again on the top. Now one thing about this case, it's a great case. It's super sturdy, but let's pull this GoPro out and we'll show you a couple weigh-ins right here, some weight measurements. So let that zero out really quick. Now the GoPro itself, without any case, comes in at 2.8 ounces. So obviously we all know the GoPros are very light. Now if we stick all of this stuff on here, we're gonna clock in at 4.8 ounces. So this is a heavy setup right there. You're nearly doubling the weight of the GoPro itself, and you're adding, the whole thing's gonna weigh almost 3 times its original weight. Now you can get rid of the cold shoe, and that brings it down to 4.4. You may not need this, so that'll cut a little bit of weight there. So it is a little bit heavy. For me, that's fine. I actually mount this thing to like a lot of electric vehicles, hoverboards, electric unicycles, electric skateboards, things like that. I don't need the waterproofness, this is obviously not waterproof, but I do want something that's really rugged in case it takes a really hard tumble, and it's certainly going to do a good job with that. Now, again, just watch out for the set screw right here. Stick it in. You're going to want to screw it down just until it makes contact. And then as soon as you feel it touch, maybe a quarter of a turn, and that's all it takes. And then it's locked in tight there. So yeah, pop this back on, whoops, like that, boom, and it's in, it's good, it's super secure. I really like the way it looks. All of the ports are cut out just perfectly. Power button, you got your side access button right there. You have access to the door to your charging and HDMI port and the SD card port, and you can pop this off with the housing still on. So yeah, looks tight, very protective, very heavy, so bear that in mind. No drone use with this. But yeah, that's it. I was provided a sample for review. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. Thanks.